Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today is more of a candid video for me to talk about my top 3 goals for the new year. I'm not big on doing New Year resolutions and waiting to the new year to make a big change, but it is important to consistently set goals for yourself throughout the entire year. So, last year I set a goal to get back in shape. The earlier part of the year, I was going through the motions of just going through a breakup. I had some pretty big life changes. My diet declined. I lost 10 pounds because I wasn't eating the way I was supposed to be eating. I'm at the point now where I'm working out at least 4 times a week, which is amazing. I feel great. I'm continuing to keep that weight off, but I feel much better than I did as opposed to like at the beginning of the year. I lost weight because I wasn't really eating and just existing, I guess. My goal was to lose some weight. I wanted to hit this target weight goal of 100 and I think 35 pounds or something along the lines of that. I'm close. I'm at 141. As opposed to 2021, y'all, I was 157 pounds. Yeah, it was definitely time for me to get back into feeling like myself, like feeling confident, and going to the gym, working out, eating right has helped me do that throughout this year. The latter part of this year. Like I said, the beginning part of this year was a little struggle, but you know, turn that thing around. Me turning 30 helped with that. It's like I turned 30 and it was like, light bulb, time for me to kick back into gear, refocus, remember my goals, and work toward it. So that's what I did. Another goal that I had set for this year was I wanted to increase my second source of income. I haven't quite done that yet, but I'm working towards it. Like, I'm posting more YouTube videos, which in reality, yes, I do want to make this hobby lucrative. Why not have a hobby that you can make money from? I say you need a hobby that makes you money, and also a hobby that ignites that creative side of your brain. And for me, YouTube does both, or hopefully it can do both. I have not quite solidified the second source of income, but I'm working towards it. Working towards it more than I was the previous year. And I'm excited about that. I'm proud of that. A bigger goal that I set at the beginning of the year was for me to purchase a property, my first property. Unfortunately, with these big changes in my life, financially, I just couldn't afford it. This economy has just been bananas, and I live in San Diego. Like, I'm not about to pay almost $1 million for nothing. And I also, like last year when I said I wanted to purchase my first property, it necessarily didn't have to be in San Diego. I was also thinking like Palm Springs or out of the state somewhere. I would love to purchase a property back at home in Chicago, like a condo or some sort. So I'm still working on that. All the goals that I had set at the beginning of this year, we're still working towards them. It just took a slower start. And something else that I wanted to work on this year was to be more social, like network, get out, meet new people. And this year, I have definitely done that. And I am so proud to say that I have met some amazing women recently that have helped me get through everything that I've gone through this last year, and also just continue to push me to be a better woman. So thank you, ladies. Love you. I'm also going to continue to network and meet other like-minded individuals. One of my other goals that I set at the beginning of this year is to up my water intake. I have successfully done that. I've focused a lot on my nutrition. Shout out to Chitrition for helping me with that goal. We have accountability groups that help me stay on track, which I didn't think I needed that because I would consider myself a very self-motivated individual. But being a part of this group has definitely changed my outlook on that and shown me that, like, hey, you do, even though you are this independent woman, you still need to be held accountable for certain things. I feel much lighter. I love the way that my body is looking in certain clothing items. For the first time, I actually tried on one of these dresses that I could not fit in. I can say now that the dress zips up all the way and I look fire in it. So that was a big accomplishment for me. Okay, drum roll. Now that I've done my recap of some of my past goals for this year, I would like to share with you my top 3 goals for the new year. I want to travel out the United States again. It has been way too long. COVID happened. Of course, I couldn't travel outside of the United States, even though people were doing it. I did not. I'm really wanting to plan a trip. I wanted to go to Greece for my 30th birthday. That didn't happen. I pushed it off and said, oh, I can go later in the year. Other things came around and I couldn't go again. So I really want to do whatever it takes for me to be able to take a trip outside the United States again. My next goal is to read more. Yeah, very basic, but reading just ignites that creative, like imaginative side of me, and I love that side. Like I'm so used to just being a busybody and just being in my routine and doing things that when I read certain books, other than self-help books, even though my self-help books are my favorite, I've started to venture off into reading more of like fantasy books, and that to me it's calming. It's calming to my mind before I go to bed, so that way I can just not even think about the everyday stresses of my life. That when I'm reading this book, I'm taken to another place. So I want to continue to read more and make that like a non-negotiable every single day. And I've already started to do that, where I like to try to implement like at least 5 to 10 minutes of reading on a daily. But I want to continue and dedicate more time to reading. I also want to practice forgiveness. That is tough, very tough for me, because for a long time I was the type to hold grudges. I am my father's child, and if you do me wrong, I will hold a grudge. I won't be all angry about it, I won't make a scene about it, but I will be like, I don't mess with you, and I'm never gonna mess with you, and I will hold that for the rest of eternity. And that's not the way to go about it, like at all. Like I would like to practice more forgiveness. I'll say forgive and forget. That's hard. Forgive and forget. I don't know if I can do that. But practice forgiveness. I can be sometimes like more of a black or white type of person, if that makes sense. There's like no gray area. It's either this or that type of person. And sometimes it doesn't allow mistakes to happen. And so I'm less likely to forgive, if that makes sense. Anybody else struggle with forgiveness? I mean, I have set some other goals for me to hit before I turn 31. If you want me to share those, I can share those in another video. I have other goals, but those are my top 3 goals that I want to focus on this next year of my life. Travel outside the US, read more, and practice forgiveness. Very simple. It takes me working on certain things daily in order to achieve those goals. Maybe not wait on other people. Maybe go on a trip by myself outside the US. Even though I'm a little scared to do that. I don't know if I can do that, but I'm willing to try it. If I can get outside of the United States and visit a new country and do it by myself, I might have to. I don't think I need to, but if I have to, I will. So set myself a benchmark as far as the financing portion of it. And then when ideally I would like to go, when is it feasible for me to go that works with my schedule, and take that time, take enough time. Don't do like a weekend trip, because I'm quick to do like a quick weekend trip and then head back to work. But it's important for me to just take a week or 2 and do whatever it is that I want to do. That's very important for me this upcoming year. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let me know in the comments below, what are some of your goals for this year? I'm really feeling good about 2023. Really am. I'm excited for what's in store. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Cheers.